Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fence the Prince, SoundCloud, SoundClick. It is snowing. It's snowing out in this joint. Yo, playtime is over with. Snow is out here. I'm just happen to come outside, get some fresh air. You know what I mean? Just for a minute. I had some McDonald's this morning. I got some Mickey D's. Anyways, I didn't really have a particular subject other than it's snowing right now. But it's supposed to snow in Ohio in November. You know what I mean? I'm surprised it's snowing right now. I'm surprised it hasn't been coming down. But anyway, so hope you guys got the snow tires on if you live in Midwest or live in the East, especially if you live in the East, because it's coming down. It's out here. It's out here right now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't sticking, but just a little precipitation and my man's pulled up here. He had a nice truck. You know what I'm saying? He had some rims on it and everything. He's like, I gotta take these rims off. I'm like, yeah. You gotta change the tires up and everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really get into that. They just think tires is tires. But sometimes, like they're all season tires, but sometimes you can have some tires on that are particularly just for summer. You know what I'm saying? They might be very show offy. Summer and fall comes, but once it starts getting real wet, leaves hit the ground, the leaves get wet, you lose traction real quick. And if you're still driving something like a Dodge or something like that has rear wheel, you know what I'm saying, and it doesn't have positive traction, which means both the wheels in the back spin. Like I have traction control, so I can take that off or turn it on. My truck is not four-wheel drive; it's traction control. I keep it on. That means both the wheels in the back is automatic positive traction is what it is. So both the wheels in the back of and I have a Ford Tahoe. Both the wheels in the back of my Ford Tahoe spin. You know what I mean? So all the time. So they're always in grip. But every now and then I'll try it out when the snow hits and I'll take off the positive traction just to see what happens. And that truck don't want to go nowhere with just one wheel in the back spinning. It's like I don't want to move, so I keep that positive traction on. Another reason why I do it is because that truck, even though it's a '01, it still has it's a V8 5.3 VTEC engine in it, and once I drop in some fuel injection cleaner or something like that in the gas tank, I think it can still get up. It's got over 300,000. That thing still gets up. And I don't do a lot of driving. I used to do a lot of driving, but I don't do a lot of driving in my Tahoe. So, I don't put a lot of wear and tear on it. I don't floor it, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. I think I floored it once. I was in a situation. But nonetheless, I don't beat the truck up because this is my third Tahoe. And I beat up my last two Tahoes, and they were like, "We are not built for this." You know what I mean? I would put them in four-wheel drive and hit 70 miles an hour, and then next thing you know, boom, you would lose the whole axle or something like that. Mechanic was like, "I ain't never seen an axle do like I blew a hole in the axle on my '98 Chevy Tahoe. It was four-wheel drive." The snow hit. We had a warning out. It says do not drive because there was so much snow. It was this cute little filly I liked. Young lady lived up north of here. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I put that thing in four-wheel drive and went to see that girl, man. I do it all the time, man. All four wheels kick in. Shoot, I was pulling people out of ditches, everything. Problem is, if you go over 40 miles an hour in four-wheel drive in any of these Tahoes, you asking for a $2,000 problem. So if you got money in the bank like that, which I don't, don't do that. Don't do that anyway. Uh, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mine is an '01. I think it's an LT or something like that. I don't know. I don't feel like getting up and showing it to y'all. I'm kind of chilling in the spot I'm at. But yeah, so some other winter stuff to do for your car, man. Make sure you change your filters and get your oil changed. Like there was one of my neighbors, this goofy chick, African girl, man. You know, I'd listen to her start her car every day. They moved. They moved. They was just too much. I'd listen to her start her car and I'd be like, listen, you know, she was living here for like a year and for a whole year I'd listen to her car depreciate. Like I'm listening to this car dying. And I tell her, I said, if you don't start putting oil in that car, and if you don't let this car warm up, it's gonna quit on you. You're gonna throw a rod or it's just gonna die. I've seen cars just not throw a rod, not anything. The engine just stopped. And that was it. And it cost more than a car was worth to fix it. Because the engine just died. It just was like, you know what? It's not going to be a simple fix. The whole inner engine just said, you know what? I quit. You don't want to take care of me? I'm done. That's what the engine did. Not to her car, but I've seen engines do that. But I told her, I said, you're going to be on the side of the road one day. I was like, you got some brothers, you got some cousins, you know, a boyfriend. And she's like, I ain't got no boyfriend. And my brothers and cousins don't know how to fix cars. These young dudes out here, they don't know nothing about no cars. All they know is music, fashion, you know what I'm saying, run around crazy, talk about stuff they really don't do, and chasing girls. But they don't know jack about how to take care of anything. These young boys don't know anything. And my whole issue is, where is y'all fathers at? Like, your fathers, your uncles ain't teaching y'all nothing. Your uncles ain't teaching y'all how to take care of these girls, man. Shooting these little goofy girls is running after these dudes who ain't got no money. they ain't got no money. They can't fix nothing. They don't know how to take care of nothing. Oh, it's just a mess. Anyway, so back to cars, man. So yeah, change your oil, change your filter. This little Jiffy Lube I was going to, they shut down on me. Went down the street, it was boarded up. So now I have to go to this other little place, and I don't really like going to them because they try to upsell you on everything. And it's just like, damn, I don't want a freaking lap dance, dude. I just want a freaking, you know what I mean? They try to sell you everything, even stuff they don't got. They try to upsell you. Like, no, man, just give me an oil change. It just makes you mad. Like, no, I don't want the highest mileage. You know, you want 1 quart of oil costs $100. Like, nah, man. It takes 6 quarts. You know what I'm saying? I know what it takes to go in there. I know what fluids I have in there. Can you just give me the, you know what I'm saying? Not unless you really want the synthetic, which I don't. If you get synthetic in your car, stick with the synthetic. You can also get a blend in your car. So you can get a synthetic blend in your car. Like my one neighbor, he bought this little $400 car, and that thing is humming. It's like a real old, I don't even know, Chevy or Ford, I don't know what it is, station wagon. That thing, he got that thing humming. Like this little car runs so good because he always out in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's his hoopty, and he is always out in it. He's always taking care of it. Bought that car for $400. That thing run. Listen, he bought that car for $400. That thing runs great. Once he got it all fixed up, I haven't seen him fixing on it. He doesn't need to, but I see him cleaning it. I see him in it. You know, see him taking care of it. My neighbor right next to me went out and bought a $2,600 car. They fix on it all the time. Listen, they have not stopped fixing on this car. Once a week, they are out here fixing on that $2,600 car. But the $400 car, that thing is humming like I want that car. man. Sell me that car for about 1,500, man. That little station wagon be humming. Nonetheless, man, just this whole video may sound like nonsense, but it ain't nonsense when you stuck on the side of the road in 10 degrees and somebody like me has to come and get you out. And I've been doing that for years. I know everybody around here thinks I'm some goofy, dude, and I ain't about nothing, but they can think what they want. Uh, what I am is very charitable, and I've been that way for years. I'm a very giving person. And one of my charities or ministries or whatever you call it is when the snow hits like that and people are on the side of the road, man, I've actually helped people like get out of ditches, man. And I don't mind stopping and rolling down the window and say, "Do you need some help?" Like that's one of my things. Or giving people a ride, or you see people with a bunch of groceries and they're waiting on the bus and it's a blizzard. Like man, I'm just that dude because I've been that dude. I've been on the side of the road with a bunch of bags, waiting on the bus in the freezing cold. I've been that dude walking. I've been that dude freezing my ass off with, you know, $2 in his pocket and a bus pass, or sometimes just $2 and no bus pass. I've been that dude. So, I'm a very charitable person. Some people may think that's weak, because everybody's hard now, but I'm not a hard dude. I'm only hard when I need to be. You come over here and try to box with me, I'm gonna show you what I really. But other than that, I guess I'm a cream puff, and that's cool with me. But I'm a very charitable person. God puts it on my heart to help people out, and that's what I really like to do. It's kind of hard being, I'm a tall, dark-skinned man, black man, and people look at me in fright. But once they really find out what I am on the inside, they're like, "Oh, you really here to help?" I'm like, "Yeah. So, do you want my help or not?" So take care of yourselves out there. Um, you know what I'm saying? And like I tell most of my neighbors, if y'all need a ride, don't be afraid to ask me for a ride because I just, I've been there before. And I just hate to see people stuck out there like that because I was that dude freezing, like near death. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to see, anybody that I care about. Even if y'all don't like me, I still care about y'all. It's all good. It's just the way it is. Uh, you know, they ain't like the prophets or they didn't like Christ either. You know what I'm saying? But he still loved, and that's what it's all about. So it's your boy Tone 202. Peace.